Hey guys, Mansour here with another episode of On the Trail. Now today we are in Uwharrie National Forest, located right outside of Troy, North Carolina, and we've got my friend here, Kristine Fischer, and we're going to do some pretty cool four-wheeling. Now Kristine, what are we doing here? What are you doing here?
I guess we're off-roading and we're going to do some kayak fishing in a really unique part of the country, so I'm pretty excited.
Now this is going to be neat because we have two very different vehicles today. I've got my 2018 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Rubicon. It's running a 2-inch Dynatrac lift and 37-inch tall Nitto Trail Grapplers. Now we have a giant Nissan Titan next to us. Now we're going to have a good time. There's going to be a few challenges having a truck that is that long down a trail like this, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And you know, one of the nice things about Uwharrie National Forest is it does have this wide range of wheeling. So if you want to go something a little bit more extreme and you have something like that, you absolutely can. Or if you just want to come and enjoy the lake that's nearby and do a little fishing, you can. And you know what? You can still get on the trail with your stock 4x4. If you're a fishing professional like Kristine, you probably spend more time navigating the water than contemplating your truck's off-road potential. Getting your rig on the trail can open up a world of new opportunities. Today, we're sharpening Kristine's off-road driving skills so she can adventure even further. Before you get your day going, you got a checklist that I highly recommend you go down. For starters, you're going to go to the Dorado Outpost, and there you're either going to get a season pass, which I definitely recommend because you're going to love this place, or get a day pass. Now while you're there, pick yourself up a map, it's free, and just in case, grab you an off-road recovery cart. Now if you've got something stock like this Titan here, it's a good idea to remove the running boards. Now running boards are not rock sliders. It'll definitely tear up or break the running board, so keep that in mind. Make sure you have a fire extinguisher that's accessible. You don't have to have it mounted next to your head, but you need to be able to get it just in case. The biggest performance thing that you need to do to your vehicle to make sure it's ready for the trail, air down the tires. And one of the advantages of running these Nittos is that you can do that and you're going to get the secondary suspension, which is going to make your vehicle ride better, but you're also going to get some really good grip out of these tires because they can conform to the terrain, which is just going to make for a better overall off-road experience. Okay, so you are load range E, so you got a super heavy duty sidewall, so we can drop this thing down. I mean, if it was on a beadlock, you could drop it down to single digit range. I love that they do this now, so they actually show you it is a 33-inch tall tire and it's 10.5 inches wide. So you don't have to do the calculation of the 275 is the width by this ratio. You're like, oh, I have a 33 1050. I understand that. It's going to be aiming this way, then you'll cut back. That way you don't have to worry about being high centered. It makes sense. You're kind of going across a little bit of an angle. So Uwharrie is kind of centrally located in the state. The nearest big city is Charlotte, and that's where our main airport is outside of Raleigh RDU. So you can fly in, rent a Jeep, come and have a good time if you really wanted to. You know, if you're just looking to get into off-roading or you're fairly new to it, it has a nice balance of these sort of ridges that you're going to go over and kind of get used to that part of it. It does have some rock crawling aspects to it, so you can get used to figuring out, okay, man, I need lockers, or this is how my vehicle reacts when it's, you know, off camber. You can sort of make a gradual progression at Uwharrie National Forest. Such a great place for that. So we're here on a Friday, and the good thing about a Friday is you get to see other people wheeling, which is always nice if you're on a trail. And the challenging thing is you're going to get to trail traffic. Now we've got a little bit of that today, which hasn't been an issue. We've been going a little bit slower, so we'll let, if it's an ATV or side-by-side, there's room to pass. If you're in another vehicle, that's going to be a little bit more challenging. Now, some things to know. If you do end up coming across someone and they are coming down the hill, give them the right of way. It's a momentum thing. It's a lot harder for somebody to stop coming down the hill, and it's going to be easier for you to be more controlled going up it.
You just gotta keep going. There you go. You're good. You're good. It was a rock, frame rail, passenger.
Oh, okay.
So we've made it about midway through the trail, and now we're starting to climb in elevation. Now Kristine's Titan, we have definitely found that we're hitting the frame rails a little bit and the transfer case skid plate. Thankfully it has it, so it's not a problem. Now when you get to the rock section, this is where it becomes sort of a chess match. You have to plan your move a little bit ahead of time, so when you get over the rock, suddenly you're not having to figure it out in the moment. Always good to do an optional line when you can. Makes the trail a little bit more fun. Let's go get that big Titan up. Yep, just like that. Keep it driver. Yep, perfect. All right, you're just gonna make sure it's in first gear and crawl it real easy. Yep, as you come up, you're gonna feel it come up, start turning it to the passenger. Perfect. All right, easy. Now I want you to go hard passenger. A little bit more passenger. There you go. Real easy. All right, keep going hard passenger. I know you can't see me, but you're all good. Yep, just like that. There you go, real easy. Yep, go ahead, start turning hard driver, hard driver. Yep, perfect. You can go nice and easy. You're gonna feel the back end start to climb. Yep, just like that. There you go. Perfect, let the tires do the work. Excellent. All right, we're up that first one. Nice job. You just send it up right here. So the passenger tire hits here, it climbs, and then there's never a clearance issue. Yeah, it's just long, you know. I have 100%, I could put her in anything I think at this point and she can do it. Yep, you're good. Keep going, just like that. Keep it driver, keep it driver. Now we want to straighten it up. A little bit more. All right, now start going passenger. All right, go passenger some. Yeah, we're gonna start driving back down this. You're doing great. Yep, just like that. Keep on coming. Perfect. Now head toward me. In the clear. Great job.
So this is a little different than what I was expecting, but that's awesome. It's super rugged, and I honestly feel like I'm limitless right now in this truck with these tires. It's just phenomenal. I'm excited.
Yeah, nice. Good job.
So one of the neat things about the Uwharrie trail system is a lot of these trails will actually lead you out to what's called Falls Dam. Now it's a trail here, and it's also damming up our nearby Badin Lake. Now we're going to continue on up out to the main road, which will lead you ultimately to the Falls Dam parking lot. So we just got off the trail, and one of the nice things about Uwharrie is you're able to cut down here to the cove. So if you have a kayak, you can just dump it right in, or if you brought your boat, we can have some fun. And I think this is where you're gonna shine and probably show us a thing or two.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. I'm really looking forward to getting on the water. Might be able to make something happen middle of the day. We'll see. But man, it was a blast on that trail, and it's just a good day to be outdoors.
That's awesome. All right, let's go check out the water.
I'm so excited. This little area has so much potential. There's a lot of grass, there's a bunch of wood these fish could be keying in on, and I think we're gonna have a good day on the water. Well, started off a little slow. It's right in the middle of the afternoon, but thankfully got a little cloud cover, and it's really important to kind of get away from the crowds and find these little areas that are tucked back in the creeks. Let's see if we can find some a little bit bigger.
So I cannot let you leave Uwharrie National Forest without seeing some of the cool rock trails they have here. So we're gonna do a quick run up one of my favorite trails, which is Dickey, and it has a little bit of everything. It's got a really cool rock garden on it. It has some scenic elements to it, and I've been seeing a bunch of deer already this weekend, so we'll get a little bit of nature to it. So let's do a little bit of rock crawling. What do you think about that?
That sounds awesome.
I know you said you've been to Moab,
Yeah.
and Moab has just got traction everywhere. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just traction rich.
Yeah.
This stuff, it's loose. You know, you just gotta kind of pick your line sort of and commit to it, you know.
I can't envision a vehicle
Right.
maneuvering through all this.
Well, you'll see, so you're starting to feel it climb. I've already committed, I know, so I know that passenger tire is already starting to go. Now, I'm on,
You're on something.
Yep. Well, I'm probably just hitting my control arm right now, and sometimes that'll grab and stop you. So what I got to do is get it to pivot around that a little bit. There we go. Just get a little skid plate love. That's why it's got skid plates. A lot of times you will either hear scraping on the gas tank or the skid plate. I know that sounds scary, like why are you scraping on the gas tank? But these Jeeps have these skid plates for a reason. We're gonna literally claw our way through that ledge right there and just creep and crawl. Now we're gonna start our big climb over here. So now we got one tire completely tucked, but you can feel these Nittos get great traction. We're you know, just having to kind of featherly, you know, give it a little throttle. Some of this loose stuff, you know, you got to drive it a little bit more to get that, find that grip. There you go. But now we can take the lockers off, get back to a more relaxing driving experience, and that's that. And that's rock crawling in Uwharrie. I've had enough time today behind the wheel. You ready to get behind the wheel of this Jeep and have a little rock crawling action?
That sounds awesome.
Let's go. We have enough clearance for all that's there. So you can stay a little bit driver because we want to stay outside of this wall just a little bit. But you're fine. Yep, now you want to go a little bit driver. Yep. See? So we had all the clearance that we needed to actually clear that, yeah.
Those tires just did the work really for me.
And that's the beauty of having, not only having a trail grappler that is going to get the traction so you're not slipping a bunch, but having it air down and, you know, it giving that good footprint. It really gives you that confidence. So you're like, okay, I know it's going to stick here. I just have to not mess up that part, you know. So long as I do my part, I'm perfectly good. So we just wrapped up an awesome day here at Uwharrie National Forest. We started out on one of my favorite sort of beginner trails, Wolf Den, and then we were able to go get some more extreme rock crawling in on the Dickey Trail. So how did you like it? How did you like the mix of everything?
I love getting to drive the Jeep. I also love being able to take that full-size truck down some of that really extreme kind of off-road stuff, and that lets me know kind of the capabilities of that truck.
We did not only have 3 different types of vehicles, but we had 3 different types of tires. You had a traditional all-terrain with the Terra Grappler G2. You had this new hybrid terrain, which the Ridge Grappler, which is what you're on. People want to do more challenging trails, but they still need to get that life and good ride quality out of the tire. And then at the far end of the spectrum, we've got my mud terrain radial, which is the Trail Grappler. Obviously, this tire is at home in this terrain, whether it's wet or dry, but it was great to see how they all worked on the same terrain, on the same trail. You can have it super challenging for something if you got a rig on 37s or 40s, or you can just come out here and have a great day on a stock rig. You don't have to have something extreme. If you have a trail that's near you, let us know. We'd love to come and check it out, and we'll see you next time on the trail.